What's up, guys? This is Chris, Metal Mayhem, Jacksonville.com, Seen It Live. You know the whole spiel. Sitting here with Social 66. What's up, guys?
What's happening, man?
How's it going? So, let's jump right into it. You know, how was Social 66 formed?
I'll let Jason take this one.
Formed it by myself. I was tired of chasing down band dudes, so I just wrote an album by myself, and that's why we're standing here.
Is that the official story?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. I recorded a few albums by myself, like I just told you. Was just waited around for about 5 years for the right guys to come along.
Okay.
So, had to be patient.
Well, that's the way it is in the music business, period. Is if you're not patient, you're not going to last.
Nobody's patient, but yet we have the utmost patience.
Right. No doubt. So, let's talk a little bit about the sound. You know, if people haven't heard you guys before, and they're just into the rock and metal scene and everything, comparisons, you guys get any of those? Or
we've gotten POD a lot lately. I've heard Seventh say the Black Label Society, Thin Lizzy. I feel like it's gritter, just greasy gritter rock and roll.
Loud guitars, no frills, no bullshit. Up in your face.
So before the scene went back to being all emo and all the lipstick.
Yeah, the thing is, there was no scene. I was this guy prior and after, so I think a lot of it, I've heard POD the last week because my voice is out, so I've been kind of rapping all the lyrics, so we've heard everything, so it's hard to, which is fine with me. I don't, that's a good thing.
Papa Roach too.
Yeah. It's just modern radio rock. A lot of guys, we had, I'm just going to go ahead and say, we had a review where the guy said we were too radio friendly, and I'm like, thanks. I mean, that's the best compliment I could have got,
Well, I don't know if you guys are too radio friendly and they put crap like fun on the radio. I don't really know if that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Depends on what station you're listening to, I guess.
Exactly. So, we just had the album come out April Fool's Day.
Yep.
How's the response been for that so far?
The response has been great, especially out here on the road, online, with the pre-orders and everything through Pavement. It's been awesome.
We come to some of these gigs, and we're the opener on tour. You got your locals, the whole deal, and we've rolled into places where they've literally hated us and sold tons of merch and CDs because nobody can kind of mill around, nobody cares until we go on stage, and it's like whoa. So that tells me we're doing something right.
Yeah. Let's talk about the writing of the album. Was that all you, or was it a collective group effort?
Well, prior I wrote everything. Okay, so what we did was we took the best songs that I had written and let these guys write on it. We added changes to them and stuff, and then we wrote some new ones. So unfortunately, I'm very cool with writing. I'm not one of those guys. I mean, they can do whatever they want, so that's what helped. You could argue over a mix for 5 days where you can just get it done and move on so we can play. So it's very open for them.
All right.
Unless the idea sucks.
It's like, I'm the founder of the band. I'm actually getting vetoed. I'm pulling full presidential.
Well, it was important because I had just did an album by myself, and it attracted these guys. So I could have very well just handed that in to Pavement because, it didn't hurt my ego any, but nobody's heard it.
Yeah.
Independently, if 1,000 people hear it, who cares? But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to we re-recorded every song, even if it was just like it was, but it didn't end up that way because once he played his own bass line, just because it's him, things changed. So, and it was for the better. I mean, the album all my other things sound like a demo compared to this. And which is a good thing because you need that progression.
Always. So, what's been the best tour stop for you guys?
Machine Shop.
I was about to say, I see a Machine Shop shirt.
Yeah, Machine Shop, we definitely love that place. Music Farm in Charleston, South Carolina.
Each place told its own story because there's the epic venues like Capone's. Every town has their Machine Shop. Alrosa Villa, wherever you go. So we rolled into there. That was the first tour stop for us, and I don't know if we knew where we were, but we didn't. When the show started, it was sold out, and we killed it. And I'm not bragging, but we did, and I was just like, wow. So even the smaller venues or the smaller shows, they've all been great because it's like Fight Club. We go in there, we win over these people that we never met, and by the end of the night, they're carrying us out of there like, So all these venues have been great, but even the ones where, like, there was a venue where the promoter didn't want us, but it ended up
being a great night.
packed out. So every stop's been great.
All right. Aside from Tantric and Soil, who you're currently on the tour with right now, what's been your favorite band that you guys have played with?
We're so new at the game.
But we've had a lot of here's what's cool is some of these times on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I've been at shows with big bands with no crowd, and those are the cool moments because you get a different show and you get to hang out. We've had a lot of those moments. I won't name the bands because I don't want it to seem like that, but we've been in big venues empty with some really great bands, and you really get that. You get a show first of all that they don't normally do, and you get the opportunity to sit there and talk to them and talk shop because if there was 1,000 people there, they would never enter the club.
Yeah.
So every show is our favorite show at this moment because it seems like every day it just snowballs into another. It doesn't get old. Every day we capitalize on something.
Well, so, leads us into this current tour. How's everything going with Tantric and Soil so far?
It couldn't be any better, to be honest with you. Everybody's been super cool. Bands, the crews.
It's like a big family.
Yeah, it's a huge. We're all on the same label, so it is a Pavement family.
It's probably better than average.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to compare it to, but we will. But due to the fact that Soil's bassist is my A&R guy, and we've kind of been taken care of. The town they didn't want us in, both those bands said we'll play a shorter set just to accommodate them. I don't care who you are. I've been listening to Hugo for years on the radio, and that man's like, hey, they ain't playing, and it's this guy's sticking up for us. And it's like, geez, man, it means a lot to us that we didn't show up, but we kind of did, to have these heavyweights fighting for us and constantly teaching us the ropes, because some of these tours nobody talks to, and they've just been every day. What do you need? What do you need? Yeah, it's probably been above average.
Yeah.
So, heard you guys are trying to get on Rock on the Range.
Maybe.
Someone else needs to talk. I might say something else.
I don't know. We're gonna let that one go.
Politics.
Yeah,
There's a lot of voting in
politics.
rock and roll for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm not, I have a hard time stomaching that because I'd rather go play my guitar than sit at home and bother you for 4 months to vote for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather you just let me show you why I should play there. And it bothers me. So it's just, I hate leaning on fans constantly. Hey, buy this, pick this up, put that down, go over there, sit down. After a while, it's like, listen, I'm done voting. I'm voted out. So
Yeah, well, we have the same thing going on here with Welcome to Rockville at the end
Every
of this month.
town,
It's all the lesser known bands are having to do exactly just that,
Each other.
push and push. It's like, dude, but they're my friends. I don't want to battle against them.
Right.
it comes down to that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's bands against each other, and it's just.
He's played in, I'm not going to mention him at all, but he's played Rock on the Range twice with another band, and they damn near had to murder somebody to make it happen. It was a lot of work to play.
Yeah, but it's
30 minutes and it's over with. The buses leave
But
and
the
the show's
point is,
over.
if you are a lesser known band, you get on one of those bigger shows. If you don't capitalize on it, nothing's happening for you.
Exactly.
Period.
so we're gonna completely just let the whole thing slide. And if you guys are out there listening, I'm gonna tell you to go vote for them right now for Rock on the Range. They don't have to. I'll tell you. What's next for Social 66? Future plans after this tour's up, or
I could tell you, but I feel like I've answered too many questions.
Stay out there.
You're required for the next couple minutes.
It's the first one they let me show up to. My voice has been out for like 5 days.
Just stay out there and keep touring, promoting this album all year long and ramming it in people's throats.
Never go home.
Yeah.
Stay out there.
Hey, do it while you can.
Right.
Because unfortunately, it's a point in every person's career. They can't just do it anymore.
Right.
We're right there. We turned that
we're
corner.
almost there. But we're going to continue on.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's like,
just don't Rolling Stones it.
Yeah, right.
Just don't have to be wheeled up on the stage.
You have to wheel me on the stage. Just leave me at home.
I don't know, man. Those dudes have bought unicorns and shit with everybody. You might need to wheel me on stage.
As long as I'm still buying unicorns.
Unicorn.
All right. Well, if you haven't heard these guys yet, you're missing out tonight. If they come to your town, check them out. Social 66. They're on tour right now. Tantric and Soil. Possibly going to be on Rock on the Range, which possibly I'll be at shooting. Like they said, it's all politic bullshit, but we'll see how that goes. But this is Chris, Metal Mayhem, Jacksonville.com, Scene Alive. 47 other different publications, I'm sure. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.